Hey there, empowered peeps. I'm Ryan to the rescue. And today I'm going to tell you 5 simple steps on how to mow like a pro. And then I'm gonna also share with you 2 super crucial tips on how to keep your lawn green and healthy and beautiful. And then, just for fun, I'm gonna share with you a special, delicious treat at the end of this video, so you'll definitely want to stick around for that because it is perfect for after you mow the lawn. All right, now what I'm going to be talking about specifically is Bermuda grass because that's what I have. And then also I live in the North Texas area. So the timing will have to do with my area and climate and weather and stuff like that. So you can just adapt the things that I say today to fit into your grass and lawn mowing strategies and protocol. So whether you want to mow like a pro or you just don't want to get fined by your neighborhood association for having an ugly lawn, then you're really going to get a lot out of this video as we go through these 5 steps to mow your lawn properly and take good care of it. So let's go ahead and get started with step number 1. And that is, in the early spring, you need to scalp your lawn. And in my area, that would be in March. And so what that means is all of the dead grass that you have in your lawn, that means that it's just gone dormant over the winter. It's not really dead, actually. It's just dormant because it's still alive underneath the ground. But when it's in that dormant phase, it's just brown and crunchy and ugly. So what you need to do is get out your lawnmower, put it on its very lowest setting that it has, and then mow your lawn with the bag on. So you're gonna wanna bag all of that brown, crunchy grass because it has no nutritional value. So you don't want to cut it off and then just leave it there on your lawn. That would be called thatch. So when you have dead grass or dead leaves or other kinds of decomposing material on your lawn, that's a layer of thatch, and that actually needs to be removed. So keep that in mind if you have a lot of dead leaves on your lawn as well, because it will keep the sun from getting down to your lawn. So let's remove all of the thatch by scalping your lawn and then bagging it. And then in my area, you get these paper bags from Home Depot or a hardware store. You put those yard clippings and things like that in those kind of bags. Unless you have a compost pile, then you can just put it in there and you don't have to put it out at the street at all. So when you scalp the lawn and remove all of that dead grass and the thatch as well, it lets the sunlight and the warmth come down to the ground, and when it warms it up, then your lawn will green up faster. And so it really promotes the growth and the health of your lawn, and it'll be so pretty once you scalp it. A good way to know when to scalp your lawn is when it's all brown. You don't mow it just yet because it's not growing yet. What you do is you wait until your lawn starts to green up, and maybe it's about half green and half brown, and that's when you scalp it because the growing process has already begun, and you're going to just promote it after that. Step number 2, mow with a sharp blade. So you'll definitely want to sharpen your blade once a year. And if you don't want to sharpen it, then you can just buy a new blade. Or you can take your blade off of your mower and take it into your hardware store and have them sharpen it for you. Or better yet, you can sharpen it yourself. And I'm going to do a video soon about sharpening your own lawnmower blade. So keep an eye out for that. You may be wondering, why do I need to sharpen my lawnmower blade? Well, that's because a sharp blade cuts the grass more efficiently, which means it's easier on your battery and easier on your mower. And also, if the blade is dull, it kind of like shreds the top of the grass, which means it can dry out really easy, and also it's more susceptible to disease. So it's really important to keep the lawnmower blade sharp. Step 3. After the initial time that you scalp your lawn and bag your clippings, every time after that, you go ahead and let the grass, the cut off grass, stay on your lawn. So you're mulching it and it's just gonna stay on your lawn because it has nutrients in it. And every single time you mow your lawn, you're feeding your lawn because it's going to decompose and it feeds off of that cut grass. Step 4. Every time you mow, change the direction of the way you are doing it. So maybe one time go horizontal, and then the next time mow vertically, and then the next time go diagonally. That looks really pretty, you know? But it's really good for your grass because it cuts in different ways, and then also it'll see the light in different ways too. So it really keeps it even and healthy when you cut at different angles each time. Alrighty, now step 5, and that is frequency of mowing your lawn. Now in the spring and in the fall, when the temperature is more moderate, you can mow maybe every 2 weeks. You can just kind of watch your lawn and see when it needs to be mowed. The thing is, you want to keep your lawn about 1.5 inches long. That's not very long, because Bermuda is supposed to be kept short, and if you keep it short, it'll grow out wide and horizontal instead of growing up really tall. Now, why is that important? It's important because when it first starts growing, it's brown. And then after that, it grows kind of like a tree, and it has a canopy that grows out, and that part is green. So if you let it just keep on growing up tall, the brown part will get really long, and then when you cut it off, you'll be cutting off all of the green and it'll just be brown. So that won't be very nice looking. But if you keep it short all of the time, then the grass will grow out horizontally instead of tall. And then when you cut it, it's just growing out like this, and it'll stay really, really green. Also, it'll get really dense and thick, and the thicker and denser your lawn is and the more it grows out horizontally, the more it'll block out weeds naturally. So your lawn will be prettier and denser and healthier and less weeds if you keep it short, and that means you need to mow more often. So like I said, when it's moderate temperatures, you may be able to go 2 weeks in between mowings. But when it gets really hot, Bermuda likes to grow a lot when it's hot. So that's not really when we want to mow our lawn a lot, but that's the way you need to do it to keep it short and healthy and dense. So it really should be mowed about every 3 or 4 or 5 days. I know that's really often, but if you'll get out there for sure no more than once a week, then it'll probably still be okay. But you can actually take a ruler out to your lawn and put it down in there, and it should be about 1.5 inches long. So keep your blade short at first. Of course, it's going to be the very, very lowest setting when you scalp the lawn. But then after you scalp it, you can move it up a notch, and you can continue to move it up and maybe another notch as you mow. Like every few times you can move it up a notch. And then if your grass is getting too long and you really want it to get shorter and denser, what you can do is you can drop it back down low. So essentially you're scalping it again. And at first it'll be brown and crusty and stuff like that, but it'll still be really healthy and it'll green up nice for you. And so then you can just continue to move your mower blade up as you see fit. But I just want to let you know that specifically for Bermuda grass, you should keep it short, which means the frequency needs to be pretty often. Also, you don't want to be cutting off more than 1/3 of the height of the blade, because if you do, then that's when you're going to get down to that brown part. So you'll just want to be skimming off the top each time you mow. So keep that in mind, that Bermuda grass really likes to be short, and it really needs to be short for maximum density and beauty and greenness. Now that's all of the 5 steps of mowing like a pro. Now I want to share with you 2 essential tips in keeping your grass the greenest and healthiest that it can possibly be. So when it comes to lawn care, there's still lots more things that you can do, like aerating your lawn, bug control, leveling your lawn. And I'm not actually going to get into all of those things because I really want to keep it simple. But I just wanted to bring to your mind that there may be other steps that you need to take care of as well. And the 2 tips that you'll need to know for having a healthy, green, beautiful lawn are probably something that you could guess anyway, because your grass is a living organism, so it's going to need food and water. Now I'm going to go into depth on both of these things in different videos because I'm going to talk about the sprinkler system and maintenance and programming it and things like that. And I'm also going to be talking about food that you need for your lawn, which is going to be a high nitrogen food. But just for really quick, I wanted to tell you in this video that in the spring and the fall, your lawn, your Bermuda grass specifically, will need about 1 inch of water per week. Now that can count as rain or your sprinkler system. And the way you can measure how much water you're getting, you can get some inexpensive rain gauges and put them around in your lawn and then run your sprinkler system and see if it's putting out water the way you want it to. And then when it gets really hot in the summer and your Bermuda grass is growing like crazy, then your lawn will need 1.5 inches to 2 inches of water at that point. So those are your 2 little pointers about feeding and watering your lawn. And like I said, I'll go more into depth about those in other videos. But in this one, I just wanted to share with you those 5 tips specifically about how to mow like a pro. Now, let's get to that sweet treat, shall we? All right, after you've been mowing and taking care of the lawn, perhaps out in the heat, do you know what you should do? Treat yourself.
3 words for you. Treat yourself.
And especially with a caramel frappuccino, homemade. That is spectacular. Okay, if you were at my house, I would 100% make this for you right now. But since I can't, I would like for you to just pop over here to this video and you can learn all about how to make this, because I teach you step by step how to make a caramel frappuccino that's even better than Starbucks. So after you have been mowing and working so hard, and you may be hot and sweaty and you may be dirty, then this is the way to just really reward yourself after a job well done. So I'm proud of you, and I hope that you'll pop over to this video and make yourself a caramel frappuccino to enjoy after your hard work. And with this sweet treat to look forward to while you're mowing the lawn, that'll give you more incentive to get it done. So my friends, get on out there and start mowing your lawn, and then come right back and make this beautiful, delicious, refreshing sweet treat for yourself. And remember, we can do it. And it'll give you something to look forward to while you're mowing the lawn. So, and it'll give you something to look forward to